Aren't my girls pretty? Well, here we go. This will be our first overnight trip on our Goldwing, so getting a little practice run in before we head off to Florida later on in the summer. And look at this. Milo's first ride on the Goldwing. We got to take him to my daughter's. All right, so wish us luck on the ride. Thank y'all. What do you think about Milo? Well, the dogs dropped off at my daughter's. Now it's time for me and my wife to head up into the mountains on our Goldwing. And hope you enjoy our little trip. We didn't take just a whole lot of video because we were actually going to having a little relaxing weekend, just us on the bike. We basically had no plan of what we were going to do. The only thing we had set in stone was our reservations at our motel. But I would just about bet you that a flea market or an antique store will be in the making. If you've seen any of my other videos, you knew we couldn't pass a flea market or a yard sale. So here we are on our way to Brison City in a huge flea market up here on top of the mountain. At least we're on the motorcycle, since you can't buy a lot. Yeah, I will admit I do see something neat every now and then. Ford truck made into a bed. Can't take this woman anywhere. There's no telling what you'll see in a flea market on top of the mountain. There's some pretty cool stuff up here, for sure. That might just be the coolest wooden horse I've ever seen. And it's just made out of, it looks like driftwood pieces. For $26.95, it can be yours. That's cool. How about the old truck bed? And it's a Ford. Look at that, that is cool. And it's real too. They didn't just remake, that is something else right there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty good, fellas. Back on the road again. Next stop, Brison City. This ride is absolutely beautiful. You can see the mountains most of the time, and this video just don't do it justice. That's why it's so congested in here. There's all those rafters and all that stuff like that and everything. It's a beautiful area. Oh, I will get in here. We made it to Brison City. It was a beautiful ride up there. Of course, the old Goldwing performed flawless. This is going to be an easy trip. I didn't want to. I really didn't want to, but she made me eat half this mess right here. It's pretty good. They make it homemade in that little shop right there. Look here. She found another antique store. We put 160 plus miles on the motorcycle, and this will be like, I don't know, ever how many antique stores we stopped at. But that's all right. We gotta do stuff for both of us. She needs some more stuff. Well, we've made it to our accommodations right outside of Maggie Valley in Waynesville. I don't know if we got us a front row view or not, but I hope so. It sure is pretty up here. That's one mean hill right there, though. If you had a rig instead of a little car or motorcycle, that'd be a mess. So here we're going to be for the next night. Well, very happy with our little room. Got a little pool. We're starving though. We got a balcony. See the mountains. Pretty good deal. Our little accommodations for the weekend. Right? Happy, Mom?
$120.
$120. You paid, right?
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. It's not as bad when she pays. So, here's her little room. Oh yeah, and she said, of course, when you sit down, the dang banister's right in your view. So you have to stand up or scooch down. The view around this area is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry you may have to suffer through here. Here is our attempt of a selfie. We definitely did not grow up in the selfie generation. We are terrible at this selfie business. But hey, we tried and we had fun. I'll go ahead and throw this one in for free. We've been married for 36 plus years, and it ain't always roses, but it's always worth it. I couldn't imagine spending my life with anybody but this woman right here. Yeah, does that look like they're all full? Is that public parking? Oh, okay. Ooh, look. Bam. A whole buffalo. Parking in downtown Waynesville is a little bit of a chore, but as you'll see, we did find one. We got Pearl right up front. We're in Waynesville, North Carolina. Fixing to go eat. We went about 170 plus miles today. Had a big time. After supper antics walking down the street. All right, we had us a good supper in Waynesville, and now we're gonna walking up and down the street. This is a cool little town for sure. Waynesville? Yeah. So we ate it. What?
Jewel.
She said Jewel.
No, it's
Jewel.
J-O-O.
Like you trying to get a bargain?
Yeah.
Huh?
Jewel. That's how she said it.
Well, that's what she said, so I don't know.
Jewel.
I should have tried to Jew them down on our food, but they didn't.
$70.
It was $70. I could have maybe Jewed them down to maybe like, I don't know, 45. I mean, dang, I didn't get much more than that for a car I'm gonna pick up Monday. Ever how you say that, you figure it out. I couldn't. Can't take Pearl anywhere. Had a nice couple from Alabama stop and asked me about the motorcycle. Ended up talking to her husband for probably about 30 minutes and everything. Couldn't believe it only had 20,000 miles on it. Quick breakfast stop before we ended up heading back. Man, you talk about a really, really good breakfast. Won't you look at the size of these biscuit that come up through? That's one biscuit broken half. Couldn't eat all of it. And rain's a-coming. All right, so we got the rain gear out because we knew it was a-coming. And we jumped up on the old Goldwing and headed off towards the skyway. Had a really nice trip. Sprinkled a little bit on us. And we did fine. And then it ended up, we had to put the video equipment up because it absolutely come a flood on us. And we rode in the pouring down rain for probably close to 2 hours. And then you're never going to guess what we ran into when we got to the skyway. I could not believe it. Well, after about 2 hours of riding in the absolute pouring down rain, we end up running into this. I'll tell you, I would just soon ride in the rain. And to be honest with you, that's the first time I've ridden in the rain in 38 years, I guess, because I just recently got back into riding the motorcycle. And definitely our first time riding in the rain with my wife on it. We both did, all three of us did really well. Wife done good, sat back there and enjoyed the ride, and we done really well. And guess what? This blasted fog, which is really not the fog, I believe it's the clouds, gets worse and worse before it gets better. Well, we thought we'd come back through Telico and down the skyway, and I don't know if this video will do it any good or not, but you can't see far in front of your face at all. And we're at 5,390 feet elevation. And when we first got up here to the top of it, I actually thought that it was blowing so hard that I actually thought that it was dang hailing or sleeting or something up here, but it was the clouds blowing sideways. Look here, I'm probably 25 feet from the motorcycle. Yeah. So, and Eva thought it'd be a good idea to take her jacket off, so we're taking it and putting it back on. I'm blaming her. This was our last stop before we ended up going and getting the dog. This was up above on the skyway, up above Indian Boundary. Hey, I appreciate you all watching.